Alright, what's up guys? It's Mercules904 here, and I have decided, against my better judgment, to do a commentary for y'all tonight. So, it is almost 2 in the morning, which means this commentary will be done rendering probably around 5 in the morning if I had to guess. And then I'm going to try to post it to YouTube when I wake up, and hopefully it will be up in time for y'all to see it when y'all get back from school or whenever you check YouTube. So, a couple of things I want to talk about right now. I've had some messages asking me to capture clips for people, render clips for people. And originally I didn't want to do this just because my computer's old and terrible, and it takes a really, really ridiculously long time to render clips and stuff. But I have decided, since I'm already doing it for one person, I might as well do it for everyone. So, as long as you're subscribed to my channel, send me a message. I will do clips. I will not do full gameplays though. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. I would love to be able to, but I mean, this gameplay is 10 minutes long and it will probably take between 3 and 5 hours for it to finish rendering later tonight. So I'm not going to do gameplays, but I will do any clips if you want to send them to me. Just make sure you're subscribed to me, and I'll do it for you. Since you're doing me a favor, subscribing to me. Now, I decided to do the 83-3 Crazy King on Countdown gameplay just because it was already on the computer. I wasn't even planning on doing a commentary tonight. I was going to wait until Friday and do it then because, honestly, I'm swamped this week. I have a lot of stuff to do. School's crushing me right now. It's the last week before I graduate, and I have tons of finals, tons of projects, and tons of papers. So, you guys are lucky this is already on my computer. I thought I was going to have to capture it, but it's not. So, about the gameplay, I mean, it's not really anything special. I actually think I played better than I did in my 79-0 gameplay. It's a lot quicker paced. I move around a little bit more. Some of the kids are pretty terrible. You already saw the one kid who's just like walks up to the health pack and like punches the health pack on the wall. So I mean, some of these kids are bad. I end up eating my words later today because one of the worst kids in the game kills me. So that's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, I get freaking believable. And I don't really know what the other sprees were. I already got the kill on Jaro. I think I get a decent amount more overkills and maybe a couple of attack or two. I don't really remember. I'm a little bit hazy on this gameplay, but it's some pretty decent stuff. I feel like I work with the DMR real well in this game. I mean, it's not like you can really work with anything else if you have the shotgun or the DMR. But that's enough about the gameplay. What I wanted to get to talking to is the divisions that I'm feeling right now in the Halo community. I don't know if it's just a recent thing. I mean, I know people always will troll online, and people will always, argue with each other and stuff like that, but I'm just feeling a lot of hatred out of the Halo community, not directed at me personally, but just directed at other members of the community, and it's kind of ridiculous. I feel like it's just unnecessary. I mean, we're all members of the Halo community, guys. We don't need to be like attacking each other because someone likes to play social or someone likes to play MLG. I mean, we're really a dying breed right now. There's not that many of us. We don't need to be alienating the ones of us that are still left. And I mean, kids come into the Halo community now and they just see this constant bickering on the YouTube videos. And I don't think it's good for the community, to be honest. And Call of Duty kids don't have this bickering because, I mean, they're pretty much all one community. They all play the same way. You either play an objective game, you play, a Slayer game, but nothing really changes. I mean, I guess there's the hardcore kids, but that's not like a whole different community. Like, all COD kids are united in the same thing. It used to be all Halo kids were united in the same thing, and it was pretty much the hatred of Call of Duty as a game. I remember back in the day in Halo 3, I mean, Halo 3 kids didn't, there was always a social versus MLG debate, but they didn't like rage at each other. They just, MLG kids preferred MLG and social kids preferred social. It's just what happened. But I mean, it wasn't like a terrible thing. Nowadays, I see, people hating on other players, like people hating on Campy and hating on Dutchy just because the majority of what they do is social stuff. But you can't even really say that now, especially now that Campy's playing in the pro circuit. I mean, the kids have skill. You can't even deny that. Even pro players understand, like, social gameplay going for clips is a whole different type of skill than being a pro is. Being a pro is all about teamwork, about coordination, team shotting, map movement. Going for clips is, as Campy has said before, it's how far you can go without choking. It's a bunch of bad kids line up, to get killed, and you see how far you can go getting headshots with the sniper, how far you can go getting 5 shots with the DMR, or how good your grenade DMR combos are. So, I mean, I just don't really see why there's all this hatred between the two groups. I mean, I feel like MLG and Social both have their merits. I mean, no one denies that pros are incredibly good at the game, but also you can't deny some of the stuff that Dutchy and Campy do is seriously incredible. Like, if you've watched Dutchy's Halo 3 montage too, or if you've watched Campy's Apex, like, the things they do are literally mind-blowing. They do stuff with the sniper that it's the type of gameplay that you would never see if you watched an MLG montage. But at the same time, you watch Roadblock's final Halo 3 montage, or you watch like Neighbor and Hysteria's Dual Taj, or you watch the Straight Rippentage even, or Dual Tower. If you watch any of these montages, they do incredible things in MLG. But I mean, it's different types of things. You know, the highest you're ever going to get in MLG, not necessarily in Reach. I've seen people get catastrophes in Reach. But the highest you're really ever going to get in MLG is an overkill. And some people like to play the medals more. And it's just what happens. I mean, myself, in Halo 3, I played MLG a little bit. I was like a 35 in the playlist. I wasn't very good. But, you know, I could hold my own against the average MLG kid. So that wasn't a problem. But at the same time, you know, playing MLG is stressful. The kids want you to die at all times. And every kid you're playing against wants you to die. Like, they don't want to just walk around the map and be retards in front of the objective. And it can be stressful. I mean, some kids don't like to play that way. Why do you have to hate on kids because they want to play a less stressful version of Halo? Like, when I play Halo Reach now, I mean, look at this game that I'm playing right here. But you think I'm stressing? I get 83 kills and I die 3 times. Like, I hardly ever get shot at. This is my type of game. It's just I practice my DMR. I practice, you know, the work with all the weapons. I practice my map movement. And I have a good time playing, and it doesn't really, like, I mean, it doesn't really stress me out at all. I'll still get mad, you know, obviously if I die, because I like to try and not die every single game I play, but we all know that doesn't happen. But I just feel like, moral of the story, this division in the community is really, really bad. I mean, it's unnecessary. We don't need to be fighting amongst ourselves just because we like to play different types of the same game. I mean, it's still all Halo when you look at it. Just because some kids play competitively and some kids play for fun, why are we going to argue with each other? What we should be doing is we should all be talking about how easy Modern Warfare 3 is and how you don't really have to try in that game. Because you want to talk about, like, not taking skill to do something. Getting a Killtrocity with a sniper rifle takes a decent amount of skill. Killing kids by quickscoping in Modern Warfare 3 doesn't really take that much skill. I mean, I almost never play with sniper rifles, and I've never played with a sniper rifle in any Call of Duty game before Modern Warfare 3. And I mean, I can still pick up the sniper rifle and go, you know, do some pretty crazy things with that I feel like I shouldn't be able to do with the amount of time that I've put in playing that game. So, I mean, I guess I'm just really trying to say we should unite more as a Halo community. I mean, I even recently saw Dutchy comment on someone's video, like an old video, like a year-old video, maybe more. And it was an MLG video, and the kids in the MLG video were really bad. And Dutchy was just saying it was ironic that, you know, the kids in that MLG video were worse than the kids that he plays in social, but people still look more highly upon it because it's MLG, just because it's in the playlist. And I mean, they ended up getting into a huge argument. I won't go into it here, but it's just a shame to see that. I mean, you don't really need to do that. You can just look at the person's video and you can just judge it based off the gameplay quality, not the quality of the kids that you're playing against. I mean, you're going to get bad kids in MLG, you're going to get bad kids in social, and you're going to get good kids in social, you're going to get good kids in MLG. I mean, judge it on the quality of the person's play, not on the quality of the kids being played against. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the first thing I want to talk about. Second thing I want to talk about is
Rampage. Double kill.
An incident that happened today on FB Walshy's channel. Not really a huge deal. I'm not going to name any names. If you're paying attention to the videos that go up on the feed, you might have known about it. But pretty much, the kid, I'm not going to say faked a clip, but got a clip that wasn't really real. And it yeah, after watching it, taking the video off. Guys, we don't need to be faking clips, alright? That's just kind of unnecessary. So I'm just saying that now, you will never see a fake clip on my account. That's it for this commentary, guys. Like.
Kill control. Kill